Hello guys, this is my vlog explaining my process with learning Python programming in the beginner level. Okay, I'll start by showing you what we've first learned was the print function. In this program in Replit, we just learned the basic things like print, multi-line comments, and like single-line comments showing who the programmer is, and also making spaces and changing the lines. And then we expanded this by printing an entire song, which we printed Sweet Caroline. Over here explaining how to use the escape key, the backslash n, and also how to use the tab. And then you can also use pluses to enter the print function to space everything out, which ultimately ran like this. Making a good spaced out Sweet Caroline song, well, the entire song, but part of it. And then we went on to variables, which we started by learning variable 1, which in this we assigned the variables for the certain words, like name for this would be Oliver Rose Clemenson, and age would be 16, grade freshman, and this going on. Also here, this is it's like a camel punctuation, separating it. And then in this, see here we printed, but then we concatenated and added the name in, the grade in. We changed the integer around in some points, because 16s is integer, not a string. Here we did some math. We could add the integers together. Yeah, that's pretty much basically what we did for that. And then the last thing we did was for variables part 2, we did a bit more complexly. We made the variables again, but this time it would take in the variables that you sent into it, and depending on what you said, like it would ask what your favorite class was. If you said a certain thing, it would see that Eli is your favorite class. Let me show you. I run this to ask for your name. Let's say I put Oliver. It would save that, and they would ask for my age. Let's just say 19. Let's say I'm in ninth grade. Let's say my favorite class is ELA. Let's say my favorite extracurricular is sports, and I like video games. And it saves the variables. It sees, and then it tells me, "Hello, Oliver. I see that you were 19 years old and you were in ninth grade at GLHS. Save that, and also because I put ELA, it printed. I see the ELA is for your class, and the same with sports and the video game question. And then this is more of a separate thing, but I followed an online tutorial that helped me create this higher lower game. In this we used the integer, and it was able to use the input to, when you put yes or no, to keep on going, or to put your guess for higher or lower and tell it what to guess. And if you put that certain letter, it will guess. It will like take account. It uses a random number generator to make a number. And it takes into account if that number is higher or lower than 5. Well, if it's lower than 6, then it's the other thing. I think 5 is just lower. And then when I run the program, see, it asks me if I want to put yes or no. That saves that. Higher or lower. Let's put higher. I guess correctly, so it also adds an integer to the 100, keeping track of your money over time. And then once you're done playing, you can just put no, and the game is over, and it also prints the amount of money you earned. Final thing I'd like to show you is my notes that we took over time. You see, we used AI to generate these notes. So we have notes on the computer program, algorithms, integrated development environments. Then we go into Python. It's all the parts of Python, different parts of the programming. We have parts on the data types, the variables we use, and using if, elif, and else. Which you use if, elif, and else in the variables part 2. Because you see, here, this is how it changes once if you put in a certain variable. It uses the if statement to print that. But then if it's else if, they'll print this, and at the very end, that's the final thing. It uses the only thing left. And if it's else, then it prints that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for my explaining. Thanks for listening.